Alright, so Battlefield 6 has been revealed, and I gotta say, from everything I've seen, it does look pretty good. But may I remind you, we also thought that about 2042, and what a massive failure that was. So I'm very on board with the whole no pre-orders thing. I believe that is a very, very good idea. At the moment, there is a massive lack of trust in the gaming industry. They seem to just keep putting out lazy efforts. Money grabs, cash grabs, lack of passion projects. And a good way for us to show our distrust and unhappiness with them is to boycott the pre-order process. It's not like it was back in the day where you had to queue up at midnight, hope you got in before the copies ran out. Everything's online now, digital. You might get some cool cosmetics. You might get some currency if you digitally pre-order. But if that game comes out and it's shite and you've been excited for it for a year, let's say, there's nothing more disappointing. So with that in mind, just remember, you're not going to be missing out on anything if you don't pre-order. The copies won't run out. It's online now. So don't worry about it. It will still be there on release date. It will still be there a couple of days after release. However, I am extremely excited. I don't sound it because I'm still quite hungover. We've had a big family wedding. Sister got married and now I'm paying the price. That makes it sound like it was a bad thing. It was actually fucking incredible. Anyway, I'm looking at this more as a Call of Duty fan, and I think by now we should all be able to admit Call of Duty dropped the game massively. Warzone was a huge success, brought everyone back really. Sign of the times, middle of COVID, everyone's gaming again. But yeah, they dropped the ball when they shut down the servers of Warzone 1. But they just got away with it because there's no other competition. But from how it sounds and it looks, guys at Battlefield have listened to the issues that happened with 2042, and they're pretty determined not to do it again. It's almost like they've listened to their fan base, something that Activision probably won't do. No shade. The idea here is it's going to start pushing Call of Duty to be better and Battlefield to be better. And we have this nice cycle of both games being great and getting better instead of this spiral that all these games seem to be going through right now. It looks great. I'm excited. And that excitement is really coming from one thing. And that one thing is this. So if you didn't know, but a lot of you will, and you caught onto it, but back in Battlefield 5 there was a game mode called Firestorm, and essentially it was a battle royale where you get pushed in by a big firewall, and it was really good, but the only downfall to it was the only way you could play it is if you bought Battlefield 5. What seems to be the trend at the moment is battle royale games need to be free or a secondary side part to the main game with its own progression. It's the same issues that Blackout had. It was really good, but if it was free it would have been levels higher, and it would probably still be going strong today unless Activision did what they did with Warzone, which was shut it down. No shade. So it does look like we're going toe to toe with Call of Duty. Big, impressive multiplayer, and hopefully a big, impressive, evolving battle royale. And Firestorm was good. It just had no players. It was a bit before its time, I think. But now Battlefield should know the business model for a successful battle royale that can kind of go on beyond the life cycle of the main game. It can join in with the next Battlefield and the next Battlefield. And if they do it right, I think we're in a really good place. And there's nothing better than the start of a battle royale cycle. If you were there at the start of Warzone when everyone was on the same level, same guns, same playing field, and it was just who can work stuff out quicker, who can learn something new before everyone else. That is when it's exciting. And you watch people online, you watch your kill cams because you need to know how they got you. Like, it was fresh is what it was. We need that. Everything's stale at the moment, especially FPSs, not just battle royales, but FPSs are a bit stale. I think this will be a good one. I really do. But that lack of trust is still there. We need the AAA game companies to really think about us again. And I'm hoping this is Battlefield showing that they're willing to do it. And I hope that shows other companies that they need to do it. But yeah, that's just my initial impressions and thoughts and opinions, which are probably wrong, on Battlefield 6 coming out. So there's going to be some open betas on the next couple of weekends, which I don't actually think I'm going to be able to play. I'll see. I might be able to. And I think the full game is now releasing 10th of October. is what it says, which is great. It doesn't look like there's going to be any delays like there was for 2042. If I remember correctly, there was tons. I'm excited. I think we all should be excited. But let me just remind you, there's no need to pre-order. Don't worry about it. It's going to be fine. You can play the game on day one. Just hold your horses. The aim is just to prove the point that we're in charge. I don't know. That's probably not the best way to say it. Anyway, I am going to be playing Rainbow Six Siege again. I just haven't had time, been busy. And I'm still going to be trying to grind through this ranked stuff, even though I'm rubbish. But yeah, anyway, there we go. That's my thoughts. If you liked it, great. If you didn't, great. I'm going to go lie down now. Bye.